Papoose and Remy Ma were once viewed as the definition of a perfect, unshakable marriage, devoted, loyal, and stronger than anything life threw at them. From Remy's 6-year prison sentence to their emotional wedding that followed, their love story became a symbol of commitment that fans admired deeply. People believed nothing could break them, because if a couple could survive years of separation, sacrifice, and constant public scrutiny, surely they could survive anything. But now, that same love story appears to be unraveling right in front of the world, leaving fans stunned, heartbroken, and confused. How did the couple that once inspired millions end up surrounded by betrayal rumors, public tension, and a collapse that no one expected? To understand that, we have to go back to the beginning, back to a time when Remy and Papoose built their bond in one of the most difficult environments imaginable. Most relationships would have fallen apart in 2008, especially when fame, stress, and the pressure of the spotlight are involved. But Papoose stayed. He didn't walk away. He didn't fold. He stood beside Remy during her darkest chapter, turning their relationship into a real-life example of loyalty and endurance. And when most people dream of a romantic engagement on a beach or in a fancy restaurant, Remy got hers behind prison walls. Yet somehow, it became one of hip-hop's most unforgettable love moments. 2 years after Remy's 2014 release, everything seemed to be falling into place. Her career skyrocketed, and instead of feeling threatened, Papoose proudly embraced her success, calling her queen, and celebrating each win like it was his own. Their breathtaking 2016 wedding felt like the final confirmation that they had overcome everything. It was proof to fans that real love truly does survive. But fast forward to now, and whispers of betrayal have shaken that perfect image to its core. Battle rapper Easy the Block Captain, someone connected to both Remy and Papoose, became a frenzy of eyewitness stories, shaky phone footage, and non-stop speculation. Meanwhile, Remy was visibly shaken, trying to manage the fallout and keep things under control, but by that point the situation had already spiraled. The night that should have highlighted her Chrome 23 brand instead turned into a full-blown scandal that left fans wondering what would happen to the couple who once represented love and loyalty at its highest level. Their story, once built on sacrifice, admiration, and unbreakable devotion, was now being tested in a way no one ever saw coming according to reports. Remy's Chrome 23 event was supposed to be a night dedicated to celebrating battle rap. But everything spun out of control faster than anyone expected. Witnesses claim the tipping point came when Papoose discovered Remy and Easy the Block Captain having a private conversation backstage. And in that heated moment, all the whispers, all the rumors, and all the online gossip boiled over. Without hesitation, Papoose confronted him, and what started as a tense exchange allegedly exploded into violence within seconds. Some attendees said the blows were so clean and so quick that people barely had time to process what was happening before security rushed in to break things apart. But the damage had already been done. Fans who had always known Papoose as calm, controlled, and level-headed were shocked, because this wasn't the man they were used to seeing. This was someone pushed past his limit after months of online speculation and betrayal rumors that refused to die down. Social media instantly erupted as timelines were flooded with shaky videos, eyewitness stories, and non-stop updates, keeping fans glued to their screens as the situation grew bigger by the minute. Remy, clearly upset and overwhelmed, tried to calm Papoose while managing the fallout in real time. But by then the story had taken on a life of its own. The entire internet was suddenly questioning the future of a couple, once seen as the absolute definition of love, loyalty, and devotion. And in the chaos, many fans turned their frustration toward Remy, accusing her of betraying the man who stood by her through her darkest years, including her entire prison sentence. But Remy's silence, her refusal to shut the rumors down, only added fuel to the fire and left fans even more confused. While some supporters defended her and insisted the truth was more complicated, others believed that the cracks in their relationship were finally showing after years of pressure. As the situation worsened, things took another shocking turn. Reports began circulating that Papoose had planted a recording device in Remy's car, a claim that instantly sent the internet into a frenzy. Meanwhile, Easy the Block Captain decided to speak up and defend himself, insisting he wouldn't let lies spread unchecked. His statement stunned fans and added yet another layer of drama to an already explosive situation. But his comments also angered many people, who saw him as escalating things instead of calming them down. And then came the tweet that everyone dissected. "When you're real, you don't have to say much." Combined with a series of cryptic posts hinting at behind-the-scenes issues, the internet lost its mind. Remy still stayed silent, posting vague messages that only deepened the mystery and left fans guessing what she was really trying to say. What used to be a picture-perfect love story was now buried under layers of speculation, suspicion, and heartbreak. Even though Easy didn't say much about what truly happened backstage or the details of his relationship with Remy, his tweets made it clear that there was far more happening behind closed doors than the public realized. Fans were left with unanswered questions, competing narratives, and a flood of rumors. Suddenly Easy, once just another respected name in battle rap, found himself at the center of one of hip-hop's biggest scandals. Whether he benefited from the attention or not, one thing was undeniable. The images of Papoose confronting him and the accusations of infidelity weren't going anywhere. And for many fans, their minds were already made up. The real question became whether Remy and Papoose could survive this level of public humiliation, leaked allegations, and a physical altercation at an event Remy built from the ground up. They had already overcome challenges that would have destroyed most couples, especially during Remy's incarceration, and the emotional journey that followed. But betrayal, real or rumored, is a completely different kind of battle. And for Papoose, a man whose entire public identity is built on loyalty, devotion, and standing by Remy through everything, this cut deeper than any past struggle. Fans are devastated for him, convinced their favorite example of loyalty has been shattered, and heartbroken at the possibility that the woman he fought for, defended, and uplifted for over a decade may not have protected him the same way. Their 2016 wedding, the birth of their daughter, their rise as hip-hop's royal couple, none of it could prepare them for this moment. Because betrayal, even the suspicion of it, creates a wound that can change everything. Papoose had always been the man who loved Remy loudly and privately, but also proudly in front of the world. Which is why this alleged betrayal cut deeper than anything he had endured before. And fans were furious on his behalf, believing Remy's entire legacy was now in jeopardy, and that the loyalty people admired for years had finally been shattered. The celebrity world once viewed Remy and Papoose as the blueprint for surviving hardships, the couple whose love pushed through prison time, industry obstacles, and constant public pressure. But the relationship that seemed unbreakable was now facing the biggest test it had ever seen. Remy had always valued Papoose's loyalty, calling him her foundation, her rock, the only person who stood firm beside her when the world turned its back during the most chaotic moments of her career. But everything changed the moment a shocking, secretly recorded video hit the internet, showing Remy in a compromising situation on an ordinary Tuesday afternoon. At first, the details of the tape were unclear, but what was immediately obvious was how provocative the footage was and how badly it reflected on Remy. Within hours, millions had seen the clip, dissected it, slowed it down, and debated every shadow and movement, splitting fans into two major sides. One defending her and insisting the footage was fake or manipulated, and the other condemning her actions and calling the situation unforgivable. As the video went viral, Papoose, known for being devoted, protective, and endlessly patient, was suddenly forced to confront a scandal that threatened everything he had tried to shield his family from. Social media exploded with think pieces, frame-by-frame breakdowns, and gossip blogs magnifying the story until it became impossible to ignore. Rumors even surfaced claiming the leaked tape was only the beginning, that more explicit videos could drop at any moment, and celebrity news outlets reported nonstop on the alleged infidelity. Suddenly, the once admired couple had become the target of mockery, with their private lives blown wide open for the world to judge. Fans who had once celebrated their love story were now doubting everything, while tabloids fed off the drama, plastering their faces across headlines that twisted the knife even deeper. Papoose's rage grew, and he finally spoke publicly, posting a short but powerful statement on Instagram. "The truth will come to light. I will not be silent in the face of lies and betrayal." His words were firm but filled with heartbreak, and when he later spoke in interviews he appeared visibly shaken, struggling to hold back the anger and emotional exhaustion as he described the toll the scandal had taken on him. Remy,